All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is it, the third and final game here of this series, Leviathan versus Immortals. The winner of this will move on to the finals of the NA Qualifier for Summit 8 event. The loser will be done, and obviously they play the winner of the Complexity DC series, which, yes, is set to happen after this one. And yes, as I've been asked several times, we'll be waiting for this one to finish before it does get started. So just to clarify that, going to be jumping into that one shortly after. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Grant once again, and we got to slot our first pick. This is the third game in a row by Leviathan. I mean, Nusham's been playing it well, so I can see why.
Yeah, he was 0-11 last game, but the vision he provided, just the pressure and lane. I mean, late game, Corrosive Haze still great, minus 15 armor, all right.
Yeah.
And Rubik Tusk, that is, Rubik's always going to be one of those heroes, but Tusk is very interesting. Immortals might want to go back to their previous form of just going all-out aggro. We'll see.
Yeah, possibly, and this is, I don't want to say unique opening, but it's definitely it's a change of pace for sure coming out from Immortals right here, but again, it's still so new into the patch that you really can't suggest, they're off the meta by any means. There really isn't. Still trying to figure that out, I guess. But Leviathan, they figured something out again from Game 2. Enchantress, we saw White Bear play that. I saw you even give a shout-out to him on Twitter. This guy seems like he knows what he's doing. He's a comfortable player with this hero, and he was fun to watch that last game.
He was one of the few NA players that can say he was actually sponsored by Fnatic back when they had a pretty dumpster tier team in 2013. But, he was on it. And, yeah, no, he's a very good player on Enchanted. We saw last game he pressured bottom lane insanely well, got farm, and he was a big source of their damage late game. A scaling core with the no boots Midas build.
Yeah, no, that was definitely of impact for the team. Again, overall a great team effort, but he had something to do with that as well when it came to his right click damage. So, but yeah, Immortals, how will they continue to be different this time around as the second tier band's coming out now?
5 seconds remaining.
Wait and see.
Yeah, this time with Slaughter and Enchantress, both teams just pretty much probably taking their 4 and 5 here. Doesn't give away anything.
Yeah, it's always
I like
good.
Enchantress is just so good because of that. Like, magic damage early with all the creeps, physical damage late, peer damage as well. You get vision, right? You have 2 vision heroes already. Slardar in the river going quick, the Corrosive Haze just giving you where heroes are, and then Enchantress with those creeps. They always had Roche control over the Dire side because of that creep always in there.
Yeah, that's true. And again, Corrosive Haze obviously allows to do it quicker. So perhaps why Leviathan, one of the reasons why they like this duo of heroes to work with. They're thinking about their final ban as well before
10
move on.
seconds
Is Terrorblade maybe on their mind? He obviously was very good last game for
5
Immortals.
5 seconds remaining.
Losing effort.
Already, I know they saw what happened in that late game. Enchantress kept taking over those Terrorblade illusions, which is huge. He can just split push lanes alone with that one illusion. And I feel they could pick him because that's not the biggest deal, but it's something to think about.
Well, they're not going to go the Terrorblade ban. They go Storm Spirit instead. Ooh, Immortals. I'm going to third pick a Medusa here.
That's a question. So, there's not really one hero that just counters a Medusa super hard. You could go with that off-lane Nyx Assassin that isn't banned out right now. Always good with that mana burn and OD middle. But OD versus Rubik Tusk can be pretty damn rough early game.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Not your ideal. Obviously, Anti-Mage banned out as well from Immortals there, so inside and maybe that was the plan for them. So third pick Medusa. Now Leviathan has to figure out. You mentioned the Nyx Assassin could be. I personally haven't seen a lot of Nyx Assassin yet this patch.
I've seen a lot of it like first banned, but not really first picked. It's interesting. Some teams are just still scared of how good it was last patch. It's still good. Can still stay in the laning phase. Still has plenty of that health regen.
Well, they're dipping into quite a bit of extra time already. Only the third pick here, so Leviathan going to have to keep that in mind, but dropping under the minute mark now. BSJ, he's played a Juggernaut and a Life Stealer. Their Slaughter synergy is still there, and okay, right there, Nyx Assassin.
And now, Leviathan can think about getting Terrorblade themselves, because Terrorblade is pretty damn good versus Medusa in that middle game, even super late game. We saw the 7 split shot, which you almost never see, but it really worked out there.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
And Nyx Assassin response to Medusa. It's what you're getting at. It's like a third pick Medusa can open the door for something like this. And so now Immortals, how How are they going to react further? But, yeah, I mean, hell, honestly, the Lifestealers, you've been looking more appealing. You got another target that Lifestealer could jump inside, and that Nyx Assassin. As far as the vehicle is concerned, I don't know as far as the overall impact of what Lifestealer can do, but vehicle-wise, he has options this game.
And I went back and actually I had to see, so I wonder why that Medusa died so quick during that second Roshan, I believe, when he ate the cheese. He didn't have mana shield on. I went back and watched the replay, and that is why he died so quickly. That could have been a completely different fight. And he just didn't have mana shield on for a full life plus a cheese.
I saw that being, I did see that being brought up. I wasn't sure myself, but yeah.
I went back and watched it really quick.
Yeah.
So, I got to be careful of that. We've seen multiple Reddit clips on not having mana shield up, and it can be a game loser. Oh. Okay. So we have an offlane Tusk or offlane Undying. This is classic Immortals. This is gonna be some real run at you shit plus a Medusa. And now they go PL the BSJ Classic. Obviously good versus Medusa if you get a Diffusal Blade. Wow, this is. Well, I'm just looking at Immortals draft. Like, Leviathan, I look at it, I'm like, all right, I see where they're going with this. Immortals, I'm like, this is one of those drafts where you count them out, and then they just win in 20 minutes, and you're like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Huh. I'm still just caught up with the Undying. I know that been doing some research on some of the Chinese region, and there's been some Undying popping up over there quite a bit. I can't say for certain if it's been in the offlane or as a support option, but I mean, honestly, I'm even just looking at Immortals right here, and from what I can tell, they literally have not ran this hero yet themselves.
Yep, Undying's been a super popular, like, weird first pick. It either wins you the game super early, or it's literally a game-losing, does-nothing hero. I saw a lot of Dota Pit as well as Dream League.
10 seconds
so it's just weird. Undying Tusk, like, two of those weird 4 heroes, and obviously one of them's not a 4 anymore.
Yeah, I'll see that Tombstone, though, coming into play, how powerful it is. But, yeah, you're right with the Phantom Lancer pick. Again, BSJ special, but on top of that, again, the Diffusal Blade. Great against a hero like Medusa, so even more on the idea that Immortals went that third pick Medusa, and essentially they get two, not like hard, heavy counters, I guess, but definitely two heroes that could deal with her very well with the Mana Burn and Diffusal Blade, so going to be a concern. Mirana Timbersaw final bans.
More than like, I mean, Medusa can go safe lane as well as middle. We mostly see her middle because of the change to middle with the closed corridors kind of feel of the ramps now. That Snake always
10
hits.
seconds remaining.
So now the mid hero for Leviathan, who's Gardner going to play this time around.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not ruling out it's PL, but PL's one of, besides Lifestealer, PL's like his second most played hero, so I mean, more than likely he's going to be him. I'm just interested to see. I can't wait to see if they actually protect the chick in this game. You always got to do that versus an Enchantress and a Tusk. I'm feeling there's going to be another chicken snipe in this game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was one the previous game right there on the Enchantress way back when.
And that was actually a huge pick off if you think about it. Like, Medusa had 90 base damage, and because the other middle just couldn't get his item, he got it sniped before he got items. And let's go with the tried and true Quap here.
Queen of Pain. It's one of those never really a bad option kind of heroes. Just maybe a little bit unsure, so liking the Quap option for Garter. Going to be playing it. Another carry, of course.
10 seconds remaining.
One I can kite pretty well, so now Immortals. What about Medusa into like a Queen of Pain here? Is that a concern? So do you think it's going to be a safe lane or a mid-final pick then?
I think Medusa, I mean, obviously struggles a little bit with the Queen of Pain, but if you have a Tusk or Undying roaming middle, you'll be completely fine. Okay. Last game, we didn't really see much of that besides the chicken snipe. It was pretty much a 1v1 with the tri-lane versus tri-lane up top.
That's true. Action elsewhere.
Yeah, and I mean, Garter was super happy with that. I think Leviathan, they should do a little bit more. With an Enchantress, you can. Like, Slardar can't really do much to Medusa middle, but Enchantress, you just get one creep, and when you can harass a ton, you get one of those mana burning creeps, the little blue satyrs, and it's a ton of damage early game.
Immortals, 25 seconds now, so going down to the wire here. And it's going to be...
You may now select your heroes.
Second time that's happened, I think of the hero's going to be really good for one team, and the other one picks it up, but... So Lifestealer is the final pick for Immortals.
And it is an offlane Tusk if they don't swap forever on it.
Okay.
Interesting. I actually have not seen offlane Tusk in forever. I did see an offlane Undying recently, but offlane Tusk, Obviously, you can block creeps in by yourself in the laning phase, but into the late game, I'm not really sure. I assume some sort of Solar Crest Shadow Blade build.
Does he still has that experience talent, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It might be at 15 now. I could be wrong. I guess we'll see.
No, it is at level 10, 40% XP gain.
Okay, which is huge. I mean,
Yeah.
you get those levels up. But what do levels do on that here? Obviously, you get Siggles, very nice, but it's not the biggest change.
True.
5 seconds remaining.
I like it though. Well, QO Medusa versus Garter Quap, and Garter has had quite the week. He has showed he is quite capable of taking on some of these tier 1 middles.
Yeah, no, he really has been an impressive player. Obviously, he comes from the former 2-host squad there, and I was definitely a fan of theirs for good reason. But when they broke up, I was a little sad. But yeah, seeing Carter come over to NA as well as Quakefa for that matter, coming on over. So it's been interesting to see how they've been able to do in their respective teams. But I agree with you, Carter, showing that some skill over there in the EU region. Coming to NA though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I used to not be a fan of it, but I appreciate when they come and live here and actually play in these leagues, you know. Back then, they would just come over here and try to qualify for TI. Now that they're actually coming, living here, living the life, not just trying to snipe a slot, they're actually living the NA region.
Yeah.
No, that's plenty of respect. I mean,
Prepare
just like
for
Tomato
battle.
going to EU, that takes a lot of commitment to just change regions and change lives.
That does, especially for Kenny. You really have to factor in. I mean, these guys are young. Tomato's case, especially, some young kids moving across the world. But into this game, though, game number 3 again, deciding game. We'll play the winner of Complexity DC tomorrow, I believe, for the Summit A NA final. So look at IMT Immortals. They're all grouped up. No smoke just yet, but Rubik has one ready. May just wait.
I like how you see, look at, he's pinging that out, but Whitebeard standing on that one. It's so hard to wrap around now because people are used to that. And it's smart having Enchantress, right? With no boots, she's at 340 move speed. It's almost an impossible catch.
All they do smoke. They're going for it.
30 seconds
There you
to
go.
battle.
With that 340 move speed, she should be fine. We'll see. Oh, she backs out. Oh, wait. Oh, oh, she might be in trouble. She gets Ice Shard blocked. Yep.
Perfect.
And already has
angle.
the enchant. He is done. Damn, if he stood on top of that hill, I think he would have been fine, because he could have just ran away way sooner than they would have seen him.
Yeah.
Now Garter, smart play, goes over here. I don't think he's getting either. They should start rotating already.
The battle
Gutter
begins.
gonna try to steal theirs. Oh, lift it up, and he's gonna have to use some mana, waste some time.
But Monkeys gets
block.
both. He's hype.
That's true, but Carter misses the block completely because of this too.
At least it's only one creep.
True.
So at least that creep will get aimed down. It'll be a little bit better. But look at, I guess Fabi just completely kind of missed his block too. Not terrible.
All right, yeah, actually didn't end up too bad, did it? So now we got the 2 versus 2 lane. Enchantress is here, being the harasser. Need to wait to the 1 minute mark before he can pick up that creep, of course. But Febby, speaking of harassing, Undying's pretty good at that with that decay ability. Just continues to throw that out. So I guess this is the idea behind Undying in the early game at least. Get the early boots, just spam the decay here.
Yeah, decay's so good. We've actually seen, I've seen the 1-2-0 build on that hero. People go like 1-2-2, but the second level of Soul Rip when you're taking all their strength is actually an insane amount of damage when creeps are alive. And look, he has 260 max HP right now.
Mystic Snake only level 1, but deals so much damage. Yeah, it's one of those abilities. It's like you really have to pay attention to the life pool to see how much work it's doing, how much life he's down. But yeah, bottom lane Slaughter and PL versus a Rubik Lifestealer. How about that? BSJ finding himself in the aggressive duel lane.
It's gonna be tough to get a kill on anyone, except that the Rubik has to be extremely careful. One Lance at level 3 and a stun could just be a kill.
Yeah.
Monkey's forever doing a good job, Tom. That's the thing. In a 1v1 lane in a hero that can't kill him, he has 6.6 regen with that Mango, not even needing a Tango. Like, he's just going to farm. He's going to be happy getting levels.
Just spawns a Sigil and back and forth, trying to screw things up. But yeah, Monkey's Forever 9-1 is doing a very good start here. 6-1 for Tusk. Bottom lane, MP's running at BSJ. Gonna apply some good damage, gets in about half life, but eat that Tango. So as far as kills go, may not be too scary just yet, although the Centaur here in the middle lane is going to zone out Kyo. That's going to
battle for this rune. New Sham gets both.
Yeah, using that sprint. Undying.
Yeah, that's a lot of experience. Like, there shouldn't be a kill down here, just a ton of harass. Gets the double decay.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got to be careful about that against you. Kind of want to stay spread out, but he's able to get both. Much bulkier. So, yeah, especially, especially with Undying down here. I mean, oh, yeah, middle lane Q, I got low. I was going to say, can they keep PL down here? Because, yeah, he is going to transition. That seemed like that was going to be too difficult at that point.
I think with the help of Undying, but Undying can just roam between the lanes. But Nyx, he's fine. He got level 3. He has to be careful bottom. Monkey's Pharaoh was playing so aggressively last game, he kept dying. And although you're an offlaner and Suicide offlane thing's already kind of back, you don't want to give up that many kills.
Nusham, again, he's like in the flank. It's like good position to go in for a stun, but what are they going to do really? Against the Lifestealer especially. You know, maybe Rubik if he's out of position, taking some damage already, but doesn't seem like they're the most threat to kill you at this time just yet. So having to just be nearby to leech that experience kind of goes to, I know we talked about the previous game. It's exactly what Nusham was doing really. Just going to leech an experience and eventually starts moving. Again, he got the very early Blink Dagger really. He sat on brown boots, but proved to do a lot of work, so I assume he's going to go for the similar idea this game. Let's go right in the Blink.
It's nice. I mean, Dubu definitely still can die here if Monkey just hits a blind stun. But now Nusham going to go up top, hide that vision. Orange actually pings out that he went over there. And Forev needs to be a little bit careful here.
Running around with that sprint. Crush level 2. It connects. BSJ running at him. Spirit Lance is ready as well. That's a kill. Yeah, easy one indeed. Nusham picks it up. Like you said, it's almost like they maybe saw something happening, but didn't in the end. Monkey's forever. He's fine. Got close.
That regen with Tangos just runs away, and obviously a big chunk of Lifestealer's damage comes from fees, so the lower an enemy hero is, the less damage he does. It's so hard to finish off kills with that hero. They're gonna try.
Spike Carapace.
He's in a pickle.
Yeah, he's not getting out of this one. Nobody getting stunned, and Febby cuts him off from the side, so yeah, no chance. No chance, really. I gotta say, again, going back to Nusham, he got yet another double bounty rune, by the way, at the top there, too. So he really is stacking. I mean, he already has 900 gold this early on in the game. So, again, that early Blink Dagger is definitely looking realistic once again.
And look at middle lane. What is happening? Whitebeard just throwing creeps at him right now.
Why not? I guess
he's in trouble. With those little creeps, they do the same amount of damage. They just stun less. They do a ton of damage on those little guys. Oh. He's dead.
Mana Shield, one heal. No, he's not, Grant. In fact, this is going to be a turn. Yeah, Leviathan probably thought he was dead too, and for good reason. But what a turn right there. At least Queen of Pain survives. But man,
I gotta chill. There's an Undying in this game. This one, this hero's good. 1 to 15 minutes in, just soul rips. Gets a full soul rip on him. Had a wand. I gotta chill.
Yeah, that's a level 1 soul rip too. You're getting at maybe level 2, but that was a lot of heal.
This is a good start. You know you have the better late game with Medusa Lifestealer, and you're winning this laning phase right now. Obviously, the Nyx is still getting quite a bit, and this Nyx could be a big nuisance to Medusa in the mid game.
Top lane, Forev. Take some harassment here from Nusham. But not too much. Gets back. Nusham decided to commit to the Tranquil Boots. Picks up even if his raindrop here, so yeah, not going to be that Blink rush. Of course, dying maybe change the mind, if anything. A little bit more mobility to work with now. But yeah, the middle matchup, 19-4 Queen of Pain, 24-4 Medusa. So QO, despite getting all these creeps just thrown at him, he's actually managing to do pretty well. CS. Febby. Is Febby in trouble? He's going to live, it looks like. I mean, Shockwave's in 3 seconds. He may actually die here. No, it's
Carter's going in.
Wow, they're really, yeah. They're really going for the turn now. White Bear, he's going to be lifted up. He's dead, actually. They're going down. I mentioned Garter was going in. Couldn't get there, but they lose Enchantress.
And that feels like a little thing. I think if Garter just switched over to the Undying, that would have been kill. And if Whitebeard maybe just pushed forward, that might have been a kill on Medusa, but they go for different targets.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
BSJ continues to pressure the top lane, though, because of all that movement, at least. But they'll Shrine nearby, and he'll have to be careful himself. Doppelganger is ready. He's level 6, though, so Juxtapose online. Going to be going for the Ring of Aquila. At this point, is the Axe build a thing on Phantom Lancer? Is that something we could maybe see, or is that just not something you would want to see here?
I don't think it's that great. I think they need to go like all their eggs into the Manta Diffusal Heart kind of kill Medusa build. I think they have to.
Especially going up against Medusa, yeah. Makes sense. Undying continues that decay spam. Hits Carter with it.
Ooh, Nyx coming middle now. Has Mana Boots, has that Vendetta.
Ooh.
They have a Sentry Ward down though.
Yep. They're going to see him as he runs on by. Maybe a lift. There we go. But also Slaughter being here is kind of screwing things up. The Tombstone goes down. BSJ going to try to kill that in the meantime. Medusa's getting low. Pops the wall. Going to stay alive for that. Mystic Snake. No, he goes down. Spike Carapace done as well as everything else. Too much damage. The Crush going to miss Febby. Will it matter at the end? The Soul Rip heal. Maybe it will. Febby stayed alive for now. The Walrus Punch coming out. But Febby goes down. They killed Slaughter for Rev. Not much more to work with though. Rubik in trouble. Being run out with the Rage right here and actually will die. The Rage though from Lifestealer running after BSJ. He's just doppelgangers away, so very chaotic fight there in the middle lane. I mean, almost everyone is here, essentially.
I love that little end of the fight there. The Siggles on him and BSJ doppelgangers and uses the 2 illusions to kill it. It's free 90 gold. That's, yeah, good rotation from BSJ. I mean, both teams rotate, but obviously PL gets 2 of the kills, involved in 3. Gets a ton of gold and experience, has a full Aquila now. Yeah. That's the good thing about this patch. You know that like last game it went late, you still see middles and carries rotate so much more often in the early game. Oh, but look at this smoke gank. Nyx inside of Forev.
Speaking of rotating, they're hunting for somebody. Undying though, he's made die first, gets the Soul Rip off, barely staying alive. Can he buy enough time to stay alive at the end? The king comes out, yes he can! The turn, the double kill for MP. And Febby survives. Oh, this hero, man.
Yeah, Febby planned that one. He knew what he was doing. Somehow survives, man. That hurts. Like even if you 2 for 1 him, you don't feel good, but 2 for 0, you feel even worse.
Yeah. Hell of a job staying alive. He's going to make his way back to base. Finish a magic wand right here.
Tower is under attack.
Clearly proven to be a pretty valuable pick. The Yasha, the Manta style, is coming along for BSJ, sure enough. As you do see, Forev ports in though. Walrus Punch in a second. If somebody else comes maybe, but no, he's going to have to get back. Even a Spirit Lance harassment coming out, so BSJ is feeling confident there at the top lane.
We saw last game how they like really weren't stacking that much for Carter. This game, look at how much Immortal stacked for QO middle. Already has is that a triple or quad stack at one of them? It was scouted out though, obviously. The Enchantress creep has been over there. But I mean, how does Leviathan steal a stack?
Yeah. They really have to commit to it, and don't know if they can realistically do that. He's trying. And yes.
On to Dragons, the best ones, the most experience, easy to kill, feels good.
Yeah.
BSJ, it's kill top. My bad.
I got it. I got the cam work, don't worry.
That's classic breaky. The cam work on point.
Cam work king. That's what they called me back in the day.
That's what I thought. Oh, I didn't mean to draw that.
It's a good job right there, taking out Tusk, going for that bounty rune. 10 minutes. Dubu running up to the top lane, just brown boots on him. You need to be careful though. The impel, oh, that was blind impel of sorts from Monkeys it looked like. Might not matter even in the end that he missed it. Gonna run him down, maybe it will. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough damage. So swing and a miss. Impale sometimes it's, let's be honest, it's not the easiest stun to learn or to hit. It's missed that one right there though. Could have been a little bit closer maybe.
Especially without being able to target anymore, and just gonna harass, and here comes Whitebeard.
Spirit Lance in. Now Forev's realizing maybe this was a bad idea. He's gonna try to snowball out. Rubik again is gonna be coming in as he comes in with the Fort MP. Runs at them, open wounds activated on Monkeys. Out of range though, Sentry's put down once again though. The lift happens, and Nyx Assassin is gonna end up falling now because of that MP dominating to top it all off. So the last laugh going for Immortals right there.
In middle lane, we talked about there's that whole 5-on-5 fight at like 6 minutes in, but they've been pretty much left to 1v1 now, and QO outplays him with that tower last hit.
Jeez, they're going for this, aren't they? Flesh Golem even used right here for Undying. BSJ could be in some trouble. He's going to be lifted, actually. He was trying to TP right there. He has a doppelganger in 2 seconds. He cannot even get it off, though. And MP is really feeling it now. He is 5-0-2. He has the armlet. This is going to be a top tier 1, as well as that mid going down, as you mentioned.
Damn, Febby has created so much spaces in Undying as support as well. Like that bottom lane gets MP 2 kills plus secured bottom lane. Middle lane saves QO multiple times. Febby, I mean the NA who went to Korea, the guy used to live in Canada, played Dota 1 in NA his whole life.
Yeah, today I learned.
Yeah, he was, him and 1437 used to play at the same LAN center.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Blink Dagger, 1,400 gold saved up on Nusham. So again, a little bit later than the previous game. Going the Tranquil though, a little bit slower progress for them, but once he gets that, try to make some impact. Try to kill MP at the top lane would be nice, but Monkey's by himself. That's not going to result in anything. QO. Oh boy, they're doing the stack now. This is going to be some nice farm for the Medusa.
It's still going to take a while. He doesn't do much damage. Has the Mask of Madness, though.
Yeah, has that damage at least, and even get the Flesh Golem and the Tombstone to assist. Hopefully not still too many.
Radiant's bottom tower is
he gets one
right now.
Gets
just
two.
good team experience.
Yeah. So at least somebody's getting it on their side.
Radiant's
That's what really
middle
matters.
tower
So
is
yeah,
under
Medusa
attack.
almost hitting level 10 off of this as well. Yeah, very good progress being made.
You're right. Febby actually got so many of those with the gold. he got both the big ones at the end. 250 gold.
Yeah.
Febby's like, all right.
Saw some 80, 70 popping up as well. Yeah, he's might have sneaked in there, got a couple, but again, as long as their team's getting it, that's what really matters. And gonna rotate to the bottom lane. 4 heroes here. Tusk. He's just trying to finish power treads right now, so still not exactly sure which direction he's going in. You mentioned the idea of maybe like a Solar Crest, Shadow Blade even, but have to wait and see.
Dire's bottom
Tower push
is
though,
under
meanwhile.
attack.
Because why not? Tombstone's not ready for Undying. Up in 15 seconds though. It's going to be level 3.
Yeah, Monkey's forever going for the Midas instead of something like a Blink, so... I mean, they know that they don't do terrible late game with that Nyx who can't
Dire's
just
bottom
shut down that
tower is
Medusa
under
with
attack.
the 4-second mana burn.
Radiant's middle tower
Quap,
is
who
under attack.
scales into a nice late gamer, also going for that Midas.
Dire's
Midas
bottom
gaming
tower
on Dire.
has fallen.
I saw that in the previous game there. As Queen of Pain barely gets there in time for the haste, and he blinks away. Got hit by the shards, but
Radiant's
doesn't
top
really
tower
matter.
has
Bottom
fallen.
lane. A sprint's going to be stolen by Rubik, actually.
Dire's
Level 3
structures
Guardian
are
sprint now.
fortified.
Nice.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
Nusham
attack.
insisting on going the level
Radiant's
4
middle
crush over the
tower
level
is
3
under
sprint. I've
attack.
had the discussion with a couple others. The idea of getting the level 4 sprint first, because with the new 700 movement speed
Radiant's
in
top
the
tower
water,
is
but
under attack.
crushes more damage.
Yeah, it's definitely... You could go either one, but in this game, they're just like that middle fight. So much better to have a higher level Slithering Crush.
Yeah.
Dire's
Queen of
bottom
Pain
tower
gonna
is
try to
under
rush into
attack.
that Orchid here. He talked about the Midas that he got, and so rush. I guess not really, but gonna follow it up with the Orchid. Yeah, so that's gonna be a bottom tier. I mean, they're not even fighting this. Like, Sauter was kind of
Dire's
nearby,
bottom
but
tower
clearly
has fallen.
Leviathan just doesn't want to defend a tier 2 tower.
Yeah, and I love this MP. He knows he's gonna get a quick next item, and it looks like he is going for the Radiant. So tons of damage. They can team fight early, even with the Medusa on their team if he gets that. Uh-oh. Nusham, is he gonna get out of range? Barely. Might just be trouble.
Flesh Golem, he's good. Yeah, Tombstone even committed for that.
He wants this last hit for this Blink.
Are they gonna maybe be able to catch them? BSJ's trying. Doesn't look like it though, so. Yeah, he still needs about 100 gold before he has the blink. But it's coming for Slaughter now. Something you can look to rely on. But yeah, Midas Gaming is definitely real. Enchantress, you mentioned Queen of Pain having it already. So again, the going for a little bit the slower pace here. It's Phantom Lancer, a Yasha into a Manta, but even with that, I mean, he at least wants a Diffusal to pair with that before he's looking to really fight. So, I mean, with all that said, I mean, it feels like if you're Immortals, like, you just go, right? And that's why they got the tier 2 bottom already. It seems like they're on page with that.
Yeah, seems like that's what they want to do. He's already pinging out that tier 2 top lane. There's already 3 of them up there. And all these Midases, I mean, they'll be good in about
Radiant's
10-15 minutes.
bottom
And look at
tower
Monkey's
is under
Pharaoh is
attack.
forced to cut creeps, and uh-oh.
No.
Rev and Febby are on the case. No ulti. He's just dead, I think.
This reminds me of last game a little bit. Yep, he's going to be stopped. Different hero, but similar result, really. He's,
Buys plenty of time, though.
Radiant's
I
bottom
mean, he has
tower
Vendetta
is
coming
under
back. Do
attack.
they have vision if he uses it?
Radiant structures are fortified.
No, doesn't matter.
They didn't have vision, but yeah, Rev just saves it, punches him. And now top lane, they can definitely push in, at least do a chunk of damage, too. They're
Radiant's
rotating all
bottom
5.
tower has fallen.
Look at MP, by the way.
Dire's
Armlet
middle
into
tower is under
Radiance.
attack.
It's going
That's
the
good.
Radiance.
Just early game farm, early game miss. early game fight. They want to pressure super early. They don't want to play that late game Medusa. They saw the Midases, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of funny because at the same time, is Radiance really the option that you look to get if that's the case? But, oh, nice crush, by the way, from Rubik that he stole right there, but Queen of Pain is able to blink away.
That's one of those, if you had a maxed out soul rip, you would have got the kill, but with that team fight, I mean, Tombstone just so much better for team fight.
Radiant's bottom tower.
If BSJ like dies once here trying to defend this tier 2, they could easily push a tier 3.
Yeah, you know, looking at this Manta style here from Phantom Lancer, obviously a great item on him, but maybe a little hindsight thing to say, but would going Diffusal over the Manta first, like Yasha's fine, but Diffusal with the Yasha, that seems like maybe there could have been more value there, but he has the Manta now. He's going to be going in. The crush hits. They do take out Tusk on the mat. The big Sonic Wave on 3 heroes. Flash Golem activated, though. And MP, he is standing his ground with that Rage. Going to sit on Monkeys forever. Gets him killed despite that spiked carapace. BSJ. Doppelganger's backwards. Very defensive right here. It's 2 for 1 so far in favor of Immortals. Could be more. White Bear trying to tank QO. He's taking a lot of damage to BSJ, but the Mana Shield is up, reducing plenty. And the Stone Gaze will ultimately kind of force him away, but now it's actually Immortals is the one retreating. Spirit Lance and Febby's going to get caught. Decay, probably not going to save him. Soul Rip, maybe. Carter, meanwhile, killing spree as he picks off Dubu, and Febby eventually is going to fall right here to BSJ. So, all that fight ended up working out for Leviathan, despite the start looking a little scary for them.
Yeah, it did. Unfortunately, they did only get those 2 supports in the end. QO, so close to dying. We see the power of mana burn. Like, he mana burned him once. He lost half his mana and like a fourth of his HP. If Monkeys Forever just got that carapace off before Rage, pardon me, like, Rage won him that fight single-handedly because they tore through Monkeys Forever.
Yeah. Just imagine if MP had that Radiance, though, in that fight. Again, it's so close to being finished now, but he's going to have it before the next one breaks out.
But I think, yeah, they're gonna. That might be the timing, right? You're gonna have Radiance. Medusa is actually only about 1,500 away from a Scotty. He's got the farm.
So now the Diffusal Blade for Phantom Lancer, because he actually got some decent farm off of that, he is working towards it pretty nicely, and ideally he'll have it before another fight breaks out. But again, until he has that, the threat against killing the Medusa especially, not as much there. In general, I mean, main stall again, nice, but now on a little bit of damage that he will inevitably have at this point. Garter. Orchid is also finished, though, so there are some key items popping up here for Leviathan.
Yeah, Midas is working. They actually have the gold lead right now. It's nuts.
Nyx Assassin, Vendetta ready.
Arcane Rune, too, so, and his ulti's going to be up. That was a huge ulti. I believe that was a 4-man ulti. The only one it didn't hit was the Rubik. Oh, Roshan, though, and this is going to be very quick.
Yeah, there's no chance to response right here. Mention the Solar Crest, or I guess it's more the Medallion right now on Febby, actually, but using that to amp the damage. And I'm guessing Aegis to QO here to Medusa. They give it to MP. Now they're going to give it to Medusa. Give it to him. What do you think? Could Lifestealer gone it, or is Medusa the obvious choice?
I think Medusa, they might honestly just do some weird 20-minute siege with just Medusa hitting the tower this early already.
Yeah. See if they go for that.
I don't think they're expecting the Lifestealer to die either. With level 4 Rage against the 5 heroes on Leviathan, he doesn't take that much damage, except from really the Enchantress, who doesn't really want to focus the Lifestealer per se.
God, you're right, though. That Eye of Scotty is so close to being finished on him. Middle lane, BSJ, Ice Shards.
Oh, wrong one, though.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was close. They don't have that Slaughter, though, you know, the one that can just get in there right away.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Jump, so no blink on Tusk. He's gonna be getting one, but he has the drums right now.
Look at bottom lane. Man, Leviathan has done the split push game so good lately. And that's a siege unit pushing in. Couple hits here.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Slaughter, he's running out. He did not realize they were to his left right there. The snowball eventually catches up to him at the speed of the river, remember. Eventually the Walrus Punch, though, takes him out. Febby, he's going down. He got the Tombstone down at least. BSJ, a little bit too committed. The Sonic Wave, I don't know if that hit anybody, actually. Maybe it hit Duby, got him killed, but the Stone Gaze forces them away. And you see BSJ, he might end up falling into this, though. The Manta Style split, but the Ice Shard's blocking his path. Double kill for MP. That Radiance burn in the midst of it all. Gotta think doing plenty of damage. So Garter got delayed again. The Sonic Wave only hit the Rubik to just barely finish him off anyways.
Yeah, he had to finish him off, but now you don't have it, and they're just going to push at least this tier 2 in. Oh, maybe not. Garter with the plays. With that Arcane Rune just wearing off, he got 2 easy screams, and he's gone.
Yeah. You really got to give props to them, man. Whew. That's good. That 4 staff.
Radiance proccing the Carapace.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that's actually, now that you mention that, Radiance against the Carapace is a little dangerous, right? So.
Yeah, but I mean, if they have it, like if they blink and go for the kill, he'll jump out and you can rage right away from the Slaughter, or from the Tusk, whoever he's in.
Yeah.
Damn, still bottom lane? I mean, this is pretty much Leviathan again. They just need to make sure to always have pretty much bottom pushed in now. But QO, he's farmed. I hope he goes for a damage item. I know they won last game, but it felt like the Medusa, if he went damage earlier, maybe a different choice, but we'll see.
Yeah. It's got the Scotty, something damage item, or just straight into MKB here maybe. Or even like a Mjolnir. Be bad, especially with all the illusions.
Mjolnir's super good here. Damn. Look at these last hits. 23 minutes in, 2 people are over 200. And 2 people are close to 150. That is a lot of farm.
And that dying Scott down here. He was going for the TP, but Monkeys just snuck up on him with the Vendetta. Ends up killing him as a result. So nice find there from Monkeys.
That's like 2 heroes gold. 2 hero kills worth of gold. 200 for the tomb. So that's a 462 kill, really.
Oh, wow. Yeah, good point.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Take that. Meanwhile, double damage just spotted up by Garter. As he has his Lincolns being worked on, almost 4,000 gold saved up. He can nearly right-click it coming up. Meanwhile, middle lane, QO. Mana Shield, that's going to be wearing off, though, because no more mana to work with. Almost kills White Bear, but he's going to be stunned up. There's just trying to finish him off right here. Remember, he has the Aegis, though, so QO is not too afraid. Being really far up. He will have his Stone Gaze as well. It's almost like he's at a point where he just wants to die. Just in a safe spot.
Forev's like, no, I'll save you, bud, don't worry.
Oh, he's like, can we please? They are not obliging, man. There we go. Spear lands finally. MP runs in, Slaughter. Nice 4 staff over the ice shards. Survive for now. But now QO. Stone Gaze again, ready to go. Forever rolls in, kills Slaughter. BSJ gets caught as well. Ice shards blocking his path a little. But Undying did fall back here.
Garter's just cutting creeps again. They can't push.
I guess that's the name of the game. Last game in this game. It's just cut the creep wave, win the game.
I like this. He's going to have that full Lincolns, like you said. He can start going like a Mjolnir build, maybe treads Mjolnir. I would like that. Get a ton of physical damage, split push a lot more potent.
Yeah, especially now level 20 getting that spell lifesteal talent. So just even the Maelstrom alone will be nice to have to benefit from that. It's level 18 right here.
And now MP, we've seen he's been 5-manning a lot. So after that Radiance, all he has is a Yasha 1.6. He's farming a little bit slow, and now he'll be inside Forev.
Blink Dagger. Gotta find a target. You got middle lane Medusa just pushing it out, of course. And she is going the Butterfly, so goes back to the idea that's, sure, it amps some damage, but it seems like it's a little more of a defensive tool.
Yeah, more likely just toss it on maybe your Quap if he jumps in bad position, or throw it on your Slardar. But if you are chasing, it is a ton of extra damage, but they're going to find him. You are dead, my friend.
Oh, yeah. That Walrus Punch, man. Fun ability.
But still, bottom pushed in, top pushed in, even middle pretty much pushed in. That is what Leviathan's good at doing, apparently, just keeping these lanes pushed in so they can't push base.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're Immortals, like, what can you do about that? Is there something that they're doing wrong? I mean, again, this goes back to the previous game, or is this just Leviathan, that's their strategy, and Immortals is just kind of having to deal with it?
I think that's the draft, right? Like, Immortals, they win a team fight, they win the game. But Leviathan, you have a Quap who can easily push lanes with Blink. You have a Nyx Blink plus 4 staff plus Vendetta. It's just so easy to split push. I mean, BSJ doesn't even have. He went the treads, not whatchamacallit, boots of travel. Once he gets boots of travel, he's gonna be just as bad. And he almost has a heart. Man, there's so much farm in this game. Like, you don't even really notice because it's a 1K lead for Immortals, and it's kind of slow paced, but there's a lot of farm on just all these heroes.
It really
is.
is.
Oh, monkeys. No gem though. Oh, he does. He just got it from the chicken.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, that was daytime.
Yeah.
I actually thought he saw him, but
God, so close.
like
Monkeys
a young
escapes.
Gale Sayers there.
Jesus. Aging yourself, man.
I know. I usually say Barry Sanders. I had to mix it up. Just made me look older.
Queen of Pain, sure enough, is going the Maelstrom into the Mjolnir. As expected, again, level 20, almost there as well, so nice synergy to come. Phantom Lancer, you mentioned the heart. He's got one, or enough for one Vitality booster, just needs a second. And he is good to go. And I mean, you're right about the farm. It goes back to what essentially is Midas Gaming here on Leviathan. Remember, the three heroes, Nyx, Enchantress, and Queen of Pain, all picking up the Midas. PL just naturally farms pretty quickly, so it is kind of understandable that the farm is there on this side, but will it work for them in the end? For Ev, they're going to find Enchantress. Free pick.
Oh, this guy's in the base, huh?
He's going deep. Impale will miss.
Close. That would have been a kill if he hits it. Barely misses. Very tanky, actually. 2,000 life exactly on Tusk with Drake Tread's drum.
Yeah. Pinging the Queen of Pain.
He would snowball damage. He didn't even go 350 health. They got the ward, but pretty obvious it's there.
Oh, wow, yeah. Tombstone's put down aggressively. There we go. They jump on a Queen of Pain. Carter has to be careful. Lincoln Sphere pops. Get the blink off in time. Spear lands forward from BSJ, just trying to deter this push, but they get the tier 3 tower. Does Immortals. Medusa healed up by the Soul Rip. They're going for the melee racks. They want more. Stone Gate's going to be activated. This should guarantee at least the melee racks. Will they fall back from it? MP was thinking about it, but no, it's not worth the ranged. Let's just get away. But now Monkeys, he's running in, has an impale. Is not able to get it off, though. He goes down before he can do a damn thing. And there's that snowball rolling in. Tusk, he's going to be in trouble, though, as he went a little bit too deep. Sonic Wave only hit him, but it gets the kill. Buyback from Nyx Assassin. And now back in, there's that spike carapace stun we talked about with the Radiant Spurs. Does himself. Nice counter impale stun, though, by the Rubik. And it's a cleanup in favor of Immortals right here. Buyback from Queen of Pain. But BSJ will go down at the very end. Will he be buying back? Triple kill for QO. Not often you say Rubik with a big 4-man impale stun, but that's exactly what it was.
Dubu the god. What a steal. What a oh my god. And now DC waiting in the next game. They're like, damn. This guy's pretty good. Why do we get rid of him?
Oh boy. Yeah, he's that was so clutch right there. Obviously all clumped up, but managed to line it up beautifully. And that was what, 2-3 buybacks? Yeah, that was 3 buybacks. Nyx, Queen of Pain, and PL. Like these are cores. These are like the 3 worst heroes you're buying back on. It just happened.
Forced to, because it looked like they could have just pushed in middle and gone top. So they saved that, but now they're down about 7.5K.
Yeah.
And Immortals, they're feeling good about this. I mean, you've got a Medusa clearly at the top of net worth. And, I mean, you're going into the late game with that in mind. Has a full Lincolns now, so he blocks. It's nice. He blocks the Lance mostly from PL, so the illusions can't just burn his mana. Arrow blocks the mana burn from Nyx.
And the fact that he's almost level 25 as well, and of course in this case you do expect to use his modifiers, with that Eye of Scotty especially, and they're just going to drop Roshan again. No contestation here.
It's Cheese this time.
Cheese most likely for, well, they just picked up by Medusa. Cheese picked up on Lifestealer.
Yep. I mean, it's a lot easier, right? With Lifestealer having Rage, he can almost always get the Cheese off.
True.
And you might just see him give both. If they end up like killing QO, but MP lives, then you'll probably just see him give the Cheese over to Medusa.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain, 2,400 gold saved up. Remember that buyback. Obviously slowing down the eventual Maelstrom here. He has that spell lifesteal, but oh, he was trying to port somewhere. It got canceled though. So instead he's gonna stay at the bottom lane. I'm guessing that was by choice. Waiting for his time.
There they go. They just kill these shrines. Why not? 125 gold for everyone.
Dire's top
Phantom Lancer, so much for just about being finished with the heart. It's delayed again.
Yeah. That's rough. Now, like, QO just tears apart these illusions because of how they have no HP. Even with the heart now, he is so far. My god, 23,000 net worth at 30 minutes in. I definitely know it's not a top record, but it could be a top 10. He is very far.
So that has to be up there. It is insane how farmed he is, really, when you think about it. But This is going to be a tier 3 top. BSJ has the illusion, sending them in. He's trying to hold as much as he can without committing himself, obviously. Just throwing out Spirit Lances, but tier 3 is going to fall. That Tombstone is also doing a lot of work here, by the way. And the zombies are massively slow. In fact, BSJ is now caught. This is going to be a dieback onto him. He goes down for 90 seconds. And this could be the beginning of the end. They did kill Tusk elsewhere, but the racks up top are going to fall. It's just like, what do you do if you're Leviathan now, especially with your PL dead?
Yep, I love Immortals. Shows like 2 different playstyles. Oh, they're jumping in.
Going to try Sonic Wave. It hit multiple heroes, but Lifestealer, a little bit too tanky. And the big target QO, he's well alive still as Hiatus. That should be it, right?
Looks like the game. They're going to kill Nusham as well. Has buyback, but yeah. Like I was saying, yeah, that was a good game, well played. After that long game, Immortals plays like 2 different strategies than people aren't used to, and then game 3 they go back, they run an Undying Tusk, a super run at you lineup, and well, it works out. This Medusa just gets beefier than 97% lean ground beef. I don't know, but they look convincing game 3.
Oh, that they do. The Rubik Tusk opening, yeah, you're right. I love the innovation, the fun strategy that was to come from Immortals, and then again a 3rd pick on Dying. You're just like, oh boy, here we go. And they made it work. But man, yeah, QO, that had to be up there as far as like one of the more farmed Medusas in the early game. I know this hero's in general getting a lot of attention this patch, but that was an impressive performance by him and across the board.
It just felt like a rough drought. Like, you kind of saw the opening, the Tusk and Dying Rubik, and they just countered with a PL who gets kind of dumpstered by all that AoE. We saw the early game. Undying just hits like 2 decays. You have no HP in the laning phase, and Nyx obviously not very good versus any of those 3. We saw so many snowball dodges. And they did play good. I mean, Leviathan takes a game off Immortals. They beat VGJ to get here. They're just getting better over time.
They are. And again, this is a little bit new of a roster, but like you said, this White Bear player, I personally wasn't the most familiar with him. Definitely got some knowledge, though, from Grand here, and you know, many others did. And we are seeing a team is making progress. So I really hope, you know, that they kind of stick to this roster. And, you know, I know it's easier for us to suggest, but, you know, keep it in there and keep going with it, see what you can make happen down the line. But for now, Immortals, they're moving on to the finals of the NA qualifiers for the Summit 8, and that means our other semifinal matchup is now set up. Complexity versus DC. That should be a really good best of 3. Obviously, we're running a little bit late already, so let's just go ahead and get into the break here, get into the lobby, and get things going. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Grant. Guys, stay tuned. The Summit 8 qualifiers, Complexity versus DC. Game number 1 going to be coming up shortly.